all the status of the sensors and the physical world. You can pick and choose these widgets. You can set trigger points. And then you can come directly into their analytics, storage, rules engines, event processing. So all the core competencies that they have will be available to you through an API layer. What differentiates the Verizon platform are things like security, the ability to prevent intrusion. You can kill a session if unauthorized access is happening to your machine. And quality of service is very important. Imagine you are building a medical machine, a medical device that goes into an ambulance. Naturally, in this case, you have a cellular connection to the cloud. You want to guarantee the data path, the key APIs that go from your medical machine into the application in the cloud and back. Using the API, you can establish a quality of service connection. In other words, the traffic that goes between your machine and the cloud and back, you can control that. You can gain advantage over other devices that have the same connection, cellular connection, because this is a life-threatening machine. And you can do so. You can gain that type of control over the traffic through the simple API. I'd like to share with you a video from Marnie Walden, the EVP and President of Product and New Business Innovation at Verizon.
We opened our first innovation center in Waltham, Massachusetts, and the whole idea was to bring all kinds of partners into the innovation center to work side by side with them, to working on getting LTE modules into devices. And it was not just about a smartphone or a tablet. It was garbage cans, it was watches, it was digital signage. And now you're starting to see those solutions deployed really within use cases, which is really exciting. So on the East Coast, we're doing a lot of work around smart cities. So if you're on the East Coast and you're a municipality, what you worry about is traffic congestion and trying to find ways to improve that. So providing things like signaling, smart signaling, or smart parking solutions where you can reroute the cars so it goes down a different route or find available parking. All of those kinds of things are really important. Now, if you're on the West Coast, what's really interesting is you're very much worried about the water. And so providing smart agricultural solutions is really critical. So at Verizon, we realized that we won't be able to do this by ourselves. So having key partners who can come in and collaborate together is really critical to delivering these use cases and improving the places that we live and work. Partnership and collaboration is really important. So bringing the Renaissance Synergy platform together with Verizon's IoT solution allows us to get to market very quickly. If we were doing this by ourselves, I think we would both have to go and invest in a bunch of R&D. Our time to market would be late. So having a great partner like this is really critical to us getting to market, providing solutions, and then also coming up with new business models together to really advance this.
Thank you, Marnie. And next is the ultimate platform. And I say ultimate because, we in the United States, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, in 5 short years by 2020, will have close to 40 million citizens age of 70 or over. In addition to that, according to the Transport Administration, only 4% of our citizens age 70 or over are using the public transport system. This means we have an aging society and we don't have a good public transport system. We have 2 options. The first is to move to Europe or Japan, where they have an excellent public transport system, or to build autonomous cars. The other side of this coin is crash proofing. Over a decade ago, as an industry, we developed ABS and airbags and EPS, tire pressure monitor systems, and all sorts of passive safety solutions that lowered deaths. However, in the past 5 years, the deaths have been steady at 100 per day. And according to the NHTSA, 95% of these accidents are the result of human errors. So we have to automate our cars and make them safe. So that's why I call it the ultimate platform. So if we're going to automate our cars, that means we are no longer going to drive. So we have to replace our eyes and our feeling and our sense for the road with these sensors. These sensors are cameras, radars, LiDARs, and V2X radios. Collectively, they represent us. Collectively, they displace us. They displace how we see and feel the road. The good news is that the capability of these sensors is improving, and there's a healthy price erosion that's happening with these sensors. Now, how do we use these sensors to automate our cars? These sensors, the feed from these sensors, the information, the data from these sensors is fed into these very powerful compute engines that are powered by Renesas R cars and in the future RH850s. These are very powerful processors that are doing functional safety, security, and communication. In addition to these core processors, what we announced at this webcon is a new R-Card T2, which is a device that sits right next to the camera, takes the analog video feed, and digitizes it, and transmits Ethernet ADD signals to any module in the car. We also announced a R-Card WTR, which is a DSRC V2X radio. So essentially, it's a radio for vehicle-to-vehicle and vehicle-to-infrastructure communications. So the combination of these compute engines and these new chips will bring the sense or the information from the road into the car. We partnered with Hardbridge. They have this elegant platform called PolySense. Essentially, their platform abstracts the sensor world from what we want to do, which is the intelligence piece. How do we take all of this sense and generate intelligence? They have developed a very rich and easy-to-use set of APIs so that we can focus on object detection and classification. Is it a human? Is it a tree? Is it an ambulance? Is it a fire truck? Is it a car? As well as obstacle avoidance and path planning. You see, everything up to this stage is building the bridge. Do you want to build this bridge? Do you want to invest your money in building this very complex set of platforms? Or do you want to focus on what we really need, which is this intelligence piece? You see, up until now, only a few rich companies have been able to do this. This partnership, our strong compute engines and processors, as well as Harvard's platforms, in a sense democratizes. It enables anybody, just as I mentioned in the apps world, where people who aren't knowledgeable with the machine, but have a good business acumen. In this world, scientists or others who have intelligent understanding of artificial intelligence, fuzzy logic, can add value to this ultimate platform without having billions of dollars to build the platform. That's the name of the game, and that's what we're enabling. We have 2 cars that demonstrate this capability at this VidCon, and we're giving rides outside in the parking lot showing sensor fusion, V2X communication, as well as full surround view. Of course, the other layer of autonomous driving is the command and control. In the command and control, you need to have in-vehicle help. You see, we're no longer driving the car. We don't have that tactile feedback to sense whether or not